Hi everyone. I saw Hannity doing a story today on Fox on his Hannity show. And I love Hannity. Bless him. He is a true hero, broadcaster that is helping save our country and save our world, guys. Tucker, The Angle, I like Jesse, I think his name's Greg. And I know I've complained about, is her name Dina, the blonde one? I know I've complained about her voice giving me a headache, and she's great too. Nobody's perfect. I mean, look at me, look at my apartment. So, I do love them all. And sometimes I even like Juan, even though I don't agree with 95% of what he says, if not 100%. I don't really agree with him. He's supposed to be devil's advocate, but whether or not that's true, I'm not sure. But anyways, Fox's Hannity slammed the devil herself. And I have to say, when I saw a part of Townhall the other night, I was so disturbed how she was falsely attacking our president, being so disrespectful. It made me sick to my stomach. I couldn't even watch it. And I happened to catch a portion of it on Hannity's show, because Hannity got real, because we know he's real and he talks truth. He slammed that misguided, lying, evil, ferocious, foaming of the mouth Savannah Guthrie. Hannity went on to say that NBC fake news did their best to ambush Trump at Townhall. Trump pretty much debated Guthrie, and what America witnessed was not journalism. It was a political debate with the morning host of the Today Show serving as Joe Biden's surrogate. Or how I would phrase it, Joe Biden's puppet, communist puppet. Can't think for yourself. Puppet surrogate. So listen, Savannah Guthrie, if you're gonna run your mouth, because you're a little communist puppet, do some research and find some facts. Because you are regurgitating what the media, communist media, regurgitates at our president almost every day. And the fact is, it didn't really work out for you. I was so sickened by what I saw on that town hall. I watched probably less than 45 seconds, and it really depressed me. I was sickened by it, and I really all I wanted to do at that point was curse you out, because your topics, questions, and tactics, they were all reeking of pure political bias. And this is all according to Hannity. Of course, the first few minutes, the president was asked, and I've seen this. The president was asked for the billionth time to repeat, Guthrie, what he has repeated and said over and over in the media. I mean, don't they train you surrogate communist puppets over there? or you just do what you're told because you can't think for yourself no more because communist China has you by the ears. I mean, that's really sad. That tells me as a woman that you are weak. You're weak sauce. You can't think for yourself. You can't speak for yourself. And how much are you being bankrolled to be a communist puppet? Is it really worth your soul? Because I'm going to tell you what, when it comes to truth and it comes to Americans here in this country that see this clown show that you tried to ambush our president with, you're a fool. And you know, you're just trash and vermin that is trying to spread this disinformation, trying to destroy our country. You're a traitor to our country. You want to be a little communist hoe? Move to communist China, because you're not welcome here. We don't want someone who supports violence and fires and attacking our police. And then you guys hate our police. You guys talk smack against our police. And I know there's bad apples in every basket because I've experienced it myself. I've experienced injustice. I've experienced the left coming after me, whether you want to call it the mob or communism. So, you know, she goes on and asks the president, she's talking down to him, and asked him to condemn white supremacy. And she goes on to say, and again, she's talking down to him, she's being very disrespectful. And, you know, she's acting like she just got prepped. She got briefed by the University of the Jerry Springer Show because she's nasty. I have no respect for people like you. And so she says to him, our president, you were asked point blank to denounce white supremacy, and you didn't. You had some follow-up questions, and I can't really understand what you're saying because you're mumbling. This evil vermin is just shooting so much out of your mouth that when I watch this clip, I can't even understand what you're saying because you're so crazy and you're so brainwashed. You can't even talk correctly. And as you're attacking our president with this false information, you go on to say a couple of days later, he did in fact denounce white supremacy. And President Trump stopped you in your little communist, Chinese Communist Party corrupt tracks. And he said, you guys always do this. You've done this to me. And you know, while he's trying to answer, the little evil, this evil bee tries to interrupt him. And he goes on to say, I've denounced white supremacy for years. But you always do it. You always start off like this. And I gotta tell you, Guthrie, I've seen our president denounce white supremacy. Before you get on TV, do your homework before you run your mouth of diarrhea. Research. I mean, you supposedly are so smart. No, you are dumb as hell. You are the poster child for a guest on the Jerry Springer Show. You have no facts. You are evil. You're unprofessional, and you just try to ambush and attack our president so disrespectfully with some bullshit. And I'm going to tell you straight out, you're an evil bee. You're evil. I wish I could just curse you out on this video, but that would make me look just as bad, almost as bad as you. When I first saw this the other night, it crushed me. And I hope you don't have children, because those children are going to be messed up in the head. You are one messed up individual. And you are a threat to society, and to our very country, the betterment of our country. So President Trump went on to slam you with some more facts, and he said to you, Guthrie, you never asked Joe Biden if he denounces Antifa. I've watched him on the Lester Holt show, and he was asking Biden questions like he was a little child. You know, Guthrie, your left-wing mob communist media, you guys, are always burping Biden. You're coddling him. You guys are always changing his diaper like Chris Wallace did during the debate, feeding Biden information, interrupting, being disrespectful to our president. I hope America just comes at you. I hope you get 100 times worse from America, seeing that you are a complete fraud. You're a tyrant. You are the lowest form of a human being. And our president, I got to give him props, held back. He was completely professional. And you were mumbling, you were trying to interrupt, you were mumbling too much. And President Trump kept on going and said, are you ready? Are you listening? What's your next question? Because he had facts for you. He just told you he's already denounced white supremacy. And you go on to say, because you're scrutinizing, you're a little parasite, and you say it feels like sometimes you're hesitant to do so. And Trump goes, here we go again, every time. I've denounced white supremacy. And then Hannity said Hannity himself said Guthrie needs to step out of her New York liberal elitist bubble that you're stuck in and try to take in some real news for a change. Step outside the far left. That this claim that you're giving out is just conspiracy TV. MSNBC, MSDNC, President Trump has condemned white supremacy over and over again. And if you, Guthrie, didn't know, you should have known. And guess what, bitch? You know now. Hannity goes on to show a clip of Anderson Cooper. And I don't even like Anderson Cooper because he's a pedophile. And there's a restaurant here in Los Angeles. I'm sure we'll see you, Guthrie, at this, or hear about that you go to this restaurant. They serve placenta. They eat children at this restaurant. It's called Club Cabal. And they have a menu online. And Obama created laws to have this restaurant. So you're probably a pedophile too, Guthrie. I wouldn't be surprised. But nonetheless, Anderson Cooper is listed. They may have taken him off, but he was listed on their website as being one of their customers, along with Meryl Streep and some other idiots in Hollywood. That's why I can't even stand Hollywood no more. So here's a clip of Anderson Cooper, the pedophile and customer of clubcabal.org, where they eat children. And we all know Anderson Cooper is a pedophile. And then there's Joe Biden with Anderson. And Joe Biden asking Cooper, have you ever heard the president ever say anything negative about white supremacy or David Duke? And the clip goes to Trump. Hannity has video of Trump denouncing white supremacy. And Biden says, President Trump then goes on to say, you have bad people, you have fine people on, both sides. I'm not talking about white supremacists. And then, Guthrie doesn't even care about the facts or research or truth. They don't, care about fundamental fairness, especially MSNBC, MSDNC, abusingly, NBC is using lies to smear and attack our president with more lies. And this is what Hannity is saying on his show. And they're working against Trump so that, you know, Biden can be elected. And Guthrie's husband, coincidentally, was Michael Feldman. He's a former Democrat and chief of staff to Al Gore. Al Gore's traveling chief to staff. This event, according to Hannity, was built as a town hall. You know, there was a debate to just interrupt Trump again and again, supposedly all in the name of fairness. And this is the BS that they built this premise on when they had this debate, decided to have this town hall debate. And President Trump during the town hall went on to say, cities are ran by Democrats. They don't know what they're doing. And then Guthrie asked about Q. Trump says he has no idea about this Q. And I gotta tell you, bitch, because that's what you are. You're a low down B. Why would our president lay down all his cards when, as it is, you are clueless as hell? You are clueless as hell. You are a broken individual. Your mind is broken. You're brainwashed. You're satanic. And you're an ill-fated bee. You have nothing to contribute to society. And if you want communism to be rampant in this United States, you can move your ass to communist China. The sooner the better. And so, you know, she asked again President Trump about Q. And Trump says, I don't know. And she says, I just told you about Q. And Trump says, well, listen, just because you say you told me doesn't necessarily mean or make it a fact. I hate to tell you that. And, you know, President Trump has to get real with this bee. And listen, I'll tell you myself, Guthrie, it ain't none of your damn business. How about that? How about them apples? Q is none of your business. None of your business, none of the business to the left. It's none of their business. Don't worry about Q. Worry about your overbite, your hair, your makeup. Worry about the fact that you can't do research for yourself. You can't speak for yourself. You can't think for yourself. And you're a little communist puppet. You're a disgrace to this country and you're a laughing stock. And you need to apologize to our president and to America for being a traitor to the very country that you live in. And, you know, I just got to ask you, when I saw this clip, I was convinced you had rabies or something. Because I could have swore I saw foaming out of your mouth. All right, guys. Hannity, good job. We love our Hannity. Love our Hannity. That guy is a true hero. Thank you. Thank you for not leading our country blindly off a cliff like this bitch, Guthrie. Dirt mouth. Disgrace to America. Alright, guys. Let's give thanks to the people, our broadcasters who speak truth, speak up for our president. Guys, we got to stand up for our president. We got to keep talking about this trash. Let them know we're 10 steps ahead of them. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Let's take care of each other. Let's try not to take each other for granted. Have a good night. Trump 2020. Bye, guys. Bye, Hannity. Thank you.